Welcome and congratulations to all Bitcoiners around the world. We just smashed the new all-time high of $93,000. We're currently in price discovery, 100K in play. If you're new to the channel, very important to smash the likes. Go ahead and subscribe to the #1 Daily Bitcoin Pod. Then hit the bell icon, turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto newsletters every single day, 7 days a week, just like this. Today is pod episode 1817. I'm your host, JV. Another historic day in the Bitcoin market, November 13th, 2024. Bitcoin just tapped $93,000 on Coinbase. We're ultimately in price discovery right now. 100K in play, 7K away. Send it. Let's get it. Let's kick it off with our market watch as we do each and every day. Checking out Coin 360 pulling up on a screen. Yeah, Bitcoin's up roughly 7% on the day and the forest green. Run, Forest, run. Ethereum is up. Trading above 33 hundo. Pepe is up. Shiba is up. Doge is up. The entire market is up and going crazy. And check it out. CoinMarketCap.com. Current crypto market cap is back above the all-time high of 3.06 trillion. Let's go. 280 billion worth of volume for the past 24 hours. Bitcoin dominance back on the climb at roughly 60%. Oh, right on the money. JV nailed it. 60%. Ether dominance back on the decline. Womp womp at 13%. And checking out top 100 crypto gainers past 24 hours. Peanut the squirrel. Holy moly. Up 280% on the day. 1,600% on the week. We love our squirrels here in the community. Pepe is up 47%. Whiff, it's all meme coins leading the pack, up 31%. Let me know which alts, if any, you're bullish on for the bull. Holla at your boy. And checking out the crypto bubbles, we get a visual perspective on the day. Everything is in the green. Peanut coin leading the way. The infamous squirrel. And on the weekly, very similar scenario, everything in the green, crushing. And on the month, everything virtually in the green, safe to say 90% of the market. And checking out the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, we are in extreme greed, so do heed the warning. The higher this number goes, the more likely of a correction. However, we're in price discovery, so Bitcoin's going to do what Bitcoin does, its own thing. Today, it's an 84 extreme greed. Yesterday, an 80. Last week, a 70. Last month, a 48 in neutral. And checking out the time chain calendar, we have 179,852 blocks until the next halving in 2028. Bitcoin will probably be 1 million by that time, just saying. And we're currently on block 870,148. And you can currently exchange. How many Satoshis can you get for $1? Well, let's see. Let's do a little refresh. Let's do a little refreshy fresh. Here's one thing that's for sure. The number is going to continue to get lower and lower and lower. A week or two ago, it was like 1,800 sats per dollar. Today, only 1,080 sats per dollar. I told you yesterday when we were at like 1,213 sats per dollar, it won't be long before we're under 1,000 sats per dollar. So stack sats accordingly. We're at price discovery right now. History being made. So yeah, you're looking at live chart via Coinbase, the largest exchange in the United States. This is the 4-hour. Let's actually start from the 10-minute and work our way back. 10-minute chart on fire. Right now, 93.5 looks like the all-time high. This is price discovery, live and in the flesh. Zooming out from the 10-minute, we'll check out the 1 hour, the una hora. And welcome, congratulations, fam. Shout out Cecilia. She says you're amazing. I appreciate the super. Right back at you. You're amazing. So thank you for your support. Here's the 1 hour chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The entire morning has been bullish. We pumped right back after correcting. The correction is over. We're right back where we left off, above and beyond. 93.5, new all-time high. Staircase to heaven where Peanut is and his soul. May he rest in peace with Fred the raccoon. Bitcoiners aren't having it. You don't sever the heads of our favorite animals. If you feel what I'm saying. Now Bitcoin must go to the moon because Peanut will be sure Bitcoin goes to 1 million per coin. Mark my words, evildoers. So yeah, 4-hour chart lit as well. We have 4 consecutive green candles with a huge one that took us back from 87 back to 93. Live and in the flesh, 4-hour chart looking lit like a December Christmas tree. And zooming out, for the daily, again, live and in the flesh family. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 green respective green daily candle closes. I should say 8 out of the last 9 days. So we've had nothing but pumpage since Trump has been reelected POTUS of the United States of America. So yeah, that's the daily chart. You're going to have a very lit weekly chart. Mark my words. We'll take a quick look at that. Again, this is TA, live and in the flesh. Bitcoin's in price discovery right now, 93,333. We already tapped. It looks like 93.5-ish. We have a target on the weekly. It's the sexy cup and handle sitting at $124,000. I believe this is in play Q4 by the end of December. Let me know if you agree, disagree. 100K in play today, this week, sometime soon. Holla, we have a live poll. Let me know what you think. And zooming out from the weekly, we'll take a quick look at the monthly as Q4 in full effect. Here we go. Yeah, Q4 swing is no joke. Moonvember continuing to do what it do best. Moon. September, we close green, bullish. Obviously, October, we close green, bullish. But already for Moonvember, we're blowing all the previous gains away, making it look like no thing as we're currently in price discovery. 93,490, I just saw printed. We're going to continue to print to $100,000 during today's live stream. Pump the likes for that. If that doesn't get you to pump the likes, you shall never pump the likes. It's free to do so. Support your boy. I'm here every day, each and every day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. I stream a podcast for 2 hours every day. And then we do sporadic 17-hour pump watches just like we finished today from last night. And we're going to turn this pod into another pump watch. We're going to watch Bitcoin go to the moon where no human being has gone before. Don't listen to NASA. Never a straight answer. We've never been to the moon. You want to know who has been to the moon? Bitcoin, but it's only a pit stop. You ain't seen nothing yet, just saying. Keep the comments flowing. We'll keep the charts rocking, but there you have it. Now let's actually dive into some featured stories and then some headlines as well as what's breaking right now and trending over on X as the crypto community is going absolutely bonkers. So yeah, here we go. Some of the headlines. Check this out. Bitcoin is now worth more than Saudi Aramco to become the 7th most valuable asset in the world. It's now more valuable Bitcoin than the largest oil company in the entire world. Let that one sink in. We're coming for you, Google. We're coming for you, Amazon. You better watch your back, brother. So yeah, Bitcoin new all-time high as far as the market cap as well. 1.8 trillion, history in the making. That's right. Breaking at 90,000 Bitcoin. Satoshi Nakamoto is now the 19th richest person in the world. Watch out, Alice Walton. We're coming for you next. So yeah, Satoshi doing his thing. So you already know, family. Welcome everyone to the live stream. Bitcoin new all-time highs. Celebration, and the crowd continues to go bonkers. So here we go. We did a little TA and we'll be pulling the charts back up after we get done with the headlines of what's trending in the market. But let's continue where we left off. Bitcoin profit take remains below historical peaks amid $90,000 high. That's right. Bitcoin surged over 40% since October 13th and traders remain confident in its upside potential, pointing out that profit taking is only about half as intense as during the previous all-time high cycles. Quoting Glassnode Analytics, while profit taking is substantial, it remains below historical peaks, suggesting additional room for further gains, precisely what we're witnessing as we march to 100,000. Before reaching potential demand exhaustion, we observed $20.4 billion in realized profit since entering this latest all-time high discovery phase. And here we are again, family. Glassnode said they realized profit volumes have averaged around 1.56 billion a day since Bitcoin broke past the March all-time high of 73.7 November 5th. This is about half of the 3 billion per day recorded during the previous cycle's all-time highs back in March. Amid increased confidence following Trump's presidential election victory, Trump pump. Bitcoin surpassed 85 Gs November 11th and recorded its best daily gain ever, soaring 8,400. Will we break that best gain ever today? Will we get the God candle today? 10 Gs. Very doable. Very doable at the rate we're going. The day is young, family. Bitcoin continued its upward solid momentum to now hit a high of 93,500 on November 13th. Remember this day. Swan Bitcoin CEO Clipston said, "It is spectacular that after Bitcoin pumped that hard over the weekend on weak volume, it's still holding the current price level. That's because Bitcoin's true value is starting to shine." How do you like that? Several traders were optimistic that it has more upside ahead, minus the ultimate troll, Peter Schiffmeister. He's still fudding Bitcoin, but what do you expect? Pro-Bitcoin author and entrepreneur Robert Kiyosaki Rich Dad said in a post, he'll continue buying Bitcoin until it passes 100 G's, then I will stop. Not a time to get greedy. Very ignorant comment there from Kiyosaki. He clearly don't fully understand Bitcoin, but respect to Rich Dad. I'm a huge fan of Rich Dad, Poor Dad. But he also said when Bitcoin crosses the gold market cap and the price of the Bitcoin is 500,000 plus, we'll realize this was the most obvious thing ever. Shout out Anthony Pompliano. Let's freaking go. This is big news as well. Yesterday, Trump taps Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy to slash government with Doge. Yes, we're living in a simulation. You can't make this one up. They actually named their Department of Government Efficiency as an acronym for Doge. Check this one out. Anything to pump Doge for Elon, right? United States President-elect Trump has appointed Elon and Vivek to lead the new government agency, the Department of Government Efficiency, again, acronym DOGE, aimed at reducing federal spending and cutting regulations. The new organization will dismantle government bureaucracy, slash excess regulations, cut wasteful expenditures, and restructure federal agencies, according to Trump. The announcement is official. Quoting Musk here from X, this will send shock waves through the system and anyone involved in government waste, which is a lot of the people. That's what's up. The new created DOGE will provide advice and guidance from outside the government. It'll also partner with the White House and office management and budget to drive a large-scale structural reform and create an entrepreneurial approach to government never seen before. Risk on assets like the Biddy are going where no man has gone before, to the moon. DOGE's task includes addressing waste in the U.S. government's $6.5 trillion annual spending. And according to official data from the U.S. government, it has spent $6.75 trillion just this year. Excuse me, with federal spending increasing $617 billion over the same period last year. Unacceptable, government. You're just printing money and burning it. What the hell is up with that? Quoting him here, I look forward to Elon and Vivek making changes to the Fed bureaucracy with an eye on efficiency and at the same time making life better for Americans. That's what it's all about at the end of the day. We need to make Americans' life better, not people in the Ukraine. So stop sending all our money overseas and money laundering. Just saying. I digress. Since Trump's presidential win, the price of Dogecoin, Musk's favorite crypto, has seen a massive rally, surging roughly 150% since election day. And on November 12th, Dogecoin briefly surged to above 40 cents for the first time since May of 2021, according to CoinGecko. And at this time, it's trading at roughly 38 cents, around 8% up over the past 24 hours. Musk led its position at the Trump Doge, building on the growing relationship between the two since the Tesla CEO reinstated Trump's X account November of 2022. Let's not forget, not too long ago, everyone was shadow banned, including Trump, Alex Jones, etc., Andrew Tate. They're all back. And in August, Trump said he would consider putting Musk in his cabinet or advisory role starting January 2025 when he takes office January 20th. If he wins the election, and guess what? He nailed it by a landslide. Musk's Doge co-led Ramaswamy, who is also bullish on the crypto, is known for his pro-crypto stance. In November 2023, Ramaswamy called for massive regulation of the crypto in his presidential campaign. Then he dropped out of the 2024 presidential race in January, ultimately endorsing Trump. And in early 2024, Ramaswamy's asset management firm Strive Enterprises announced a new wealth management unit integrating the Biddy into client portfolio. So the entire new team over at the White House entering January 20th, bullish on the Biddy. So Make some noise for that. Yeah, man, I'm pretty excited right now, if you couldn't tell. Next story of the day, we're going to discuss 100K in play potentially today. 3,000 people live on the stream. Shout out to you guys holding it down. We're going to discuss a $1 million target as per Arthur Hayes Just Blaze, as well as the latest from Max Keiser. Just interviewed on InfoWars with Alex Jones, and he says $800,000 Bitcoin is a mathematical guarantee. It's a certainty. It is a divine promise from Satoshi and Peanut to Squirrel. May he rest in peace as we ascend to where his soul is. 100,000, 1 milli, send it. Let's get it. Welcome, everybody. Let's get it. Trump win sets the path for a $100,000 price, according to the Copper head of research. That's right. The recent U.S. presidential election, which resulted in a decisive win by a landslide for Trump, could pave the way for the biddy to reach 100,000, fueled by support of pro-crypto regulations. Massive shout out to Fresh. He just dropped the $50 super and wrote, "Cheers to you all, the OG, triple OGs." I'll hit the gong to that. Yeah, yo. So Fatty, what a name, Fatty. I like Fatties personally. Happy 420, broskies. Head of research at Copper told Cointelegraph in an interview that Bitcoin could hit 100 Gs by the time of the presidential inauguration, which is January 20th, right around the corner. Quoting her or him here. While the dollar being up has historically not been a great sign for crypto, this clearly isn't the case currently. The clarity of the election outcome has offered a sense of stability in the near term, which looks to be keeping the markets happy. Happy days. Happy 420. Let's go. I said that because there's 420 people on the YouTube stream, and we got like several thousand people on X. We're also streaming live on Rumble family. The projected price target is supported by growing institutional demand, particularly through the Bitcoin ETFs, which brought in $2.6 billion in investments between November 6th and the 11th. The rising institutional FOMO like a mofo, as JV coined it. Copper's analysis suggests Bitcoin ETFs can play a key role in driving Bitcoin price upward, possibly reaching the predicted target by early 2025. Easy peasy. We may hit that target today, broskies. Let that one sink in. Fatty also predicted in October, ETFs could collectively hold close to 1 million of the biddy, reflecting a massive influx of the institutional demand under management by the time of the U.S. elections. Done deal. Bring it. Unprecedented ETF volumes ain't slowing down. They're only gaining momentum. You only have 450 Bitcoin printed per day. You got BlackRock buying up over 4,000, 10x that amount per day. One asset management giant. That doesn't factor into Michael Saylor's new promise to purchase $42 billion. That doesn't factor in nation-state adoption of the United States, making Bitcoin the mining hub of the entire freaking new world. That doesn't compute to El Salvador purchasing Bitcoin every single day. Shout out Bukele. That doesn't compute to the Middle Eastern nations that haven't even made it official yet by announcing they've been stacking the video on the low secretly. That doesn't even compute Dell Computers potentially stacking the biddy and putting it on the balance sheet, or Michael Dell, one of the richest in the world, continuously tweeting about the biddy. That doesn't compute Ricardo Salinas, the third richest man in Mexico, about to become the richest man in Mexico for stacking the biddy. Let that one sink in, broskies. This prediction is based on the back testing of the ETF accumulation trend against the potential ranges, reinforced by Trump's promises to tackle excessive U.S. dollar strength while retaining the dollar's world reserve status. You damn right. So here we go. Post-election regulatory shift expectations. Notice I didn't say regulatory shiftmeister, because we're not talking about Peter Schiffmeister. We're talking about a regulatory shiftmeister. So with Trump's victory in the U.S. presidential election, Fatty expects an uptick of the crypto advocates across the various branches of the government, which could pave the road to supporting the crypto innovation, precisely what we're witnessing live and in the flesh. I'd expect this to drive the greater leniency and a clearer path for the launching, listing, or the trading of tokens. The Copperhead of research expects some elements of the crypto regulation will stay the same. For example, in the case of cryptos that have traits of a security, which he said will be treated as such. Well, guess one thing's for certain. Bitcoin is not a security. It's a commodity. Hit the gong for that and hit the road, Jack. And I'm speaking to you, Chairman of the SEC, Gary Gensler. You're fired. Go home and get your shine box. Now for the $1 million question. When will Bitcoin hit the coveted $1 million milestone? Well, according to Mikhail Van de Poppe, he believes we're on the verge of the perfect storm, which he thinks will result in a longer cycle than the previous bull market ended up somewhere in 2026. Send it. Can you get used to this every day? Bitcoin jumping 5-10%, God candle, Omega candle, send it for the next year? I can. He warned investors pay too little attention to the rise in debt, which he said will be recalled at some point, resulting in a debt crisis like we've seen back in 2008. Deja motherfucking vu. Despite expressing optimism for the crypto market, Van de Poppe explained a 1 milli biddy could come alongside this broader debt crisis, resulting in havoc without the prodigy Mobb Deep reference to all my hip hoppers out there for all the asset prices of the short term. Rest in peace, Prodigy. And there you go, yo. It's going up forever, Laura. Let's continue. Arthur Hayes made a very bullish 7-figure prediction. It was ultimately just a little 10x from here, 5x times 2, 10x, send it any way we get it. But yeah, just Blaze. Arthur Hayes says Bitcoin's going to $1 million, triggered by multi-trillion-dollar money printing spree. Can you feel what the rock is cooking? BitMEX former CEO says he believes that the U.S. is going to go on a massive money printer spree, meaning money printer will continue to go, which can send the Bitcoin price soaring to 7 figures. It's inevitable. In his new essay, what up, essay? Hayes says the incoming presidential Trump administration will launch a massive quantitative easing we know as QE and the dollar debasement campaign. Bring out the champagne, 2 bottles, please, which has historically been bullish for the crypto as an asset class. And according to Hayes, just Blaze, QE is needed to implement the Trump America First plan that seeks to increase the money supply and make it easier for the banks to provide the loans to the companies to reshore the critical industries, shipbuilding, semiconductor fabs, and auto manufacturing, etc., etc. Hayes says that within an increase in the monetary supply, the U.S. dollar will suffer debasement. That's not the only thing they will suffer, driving investors to Bitcoin as a store of value, a safe haven, as we say. All that is to say, it is going to be a gargantuan, I repeat, gargantuan task to realign supply chains in America. And if it must be done for political expediency, it will be effing expensive. Effing expensive, I tell you. I'm talking about high single digit to low double digit trillions of dollars of cheap bank financing that must be provided to shift the productive capacity from China to America. It took $4 trillion to decrease the debt to the nominal GDP ratio from 132 to 115%. Let's say the U.S. reduces it further to 70%, which is where the ratio was in September of 2008. Just using a linear extrapolation, easy peasy, equates to $10.5 trillion of credit that must be created to accomplish this deleveraging. This is how Bitcoin goes to $1 million per coin, because the prices are set on the margin. As the freely traded supply of Bitcoin dwindles, the most fiat money in history will be chasing a safe haven from not just Americans, but Chinese, Japanese, and Western Europeans. Get along and stay long, stay strong. And if you doubt my analysis of the impact of the QE for the poor, just read up on the Chinese economic history of the past 30 years, and you will understand why I call the new economic system of Pax Americana, American capitalism with Chinese characteristics. Now, JV, I've been to China, bro. I live there. So I know exactly what he's saying. I know he's familiar with China and the China economy as well. I actually spent 13 months in China teaching English back in the day, 2010. Yeah, I mean, so he's right. And $1 million income and super cycle Bitcoin, Hyperbitcoinization off the cusp of the hyperinflation of the US dollar. The fiat monopoly money is going to zero. It's all going to zero against the biddy. You have been warned. Now for our feature story of the day. Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to go to $800,000 to take out gold because it's a superior form of value and money than gold. And this is quoting the high priest of Bitcoin, Max Keiser, who was just on InfoWars with Alex Jones yesterday. I watched the interview. It is incredible. I highly encourage all of you to watch it twice, just like Chandy did. She reposted her proof of work. I reposted it earlier. Spread the word. Fantastical interview. So yeah, again, Alex Jones tweeted this 16 hours ago after Max appeared on the show. Breaking: Bitcoin has conquered the world. I repeat, breaking news. Bitcoin has conquered the world. Literally. Led by President Trump. Pump it up. Major governments of the planet are committing to the crypto. No, they're committing to the Bitcoin. You know what I hear when I say trump it up?
Pump it up, don't you know? Pump it up. You got to pump it up.
We're trumping it up over here. That's the brand new interview with the high priest himself, Max Keiser. I'm going to read you his quote once again, and then we're going to dive into some of the receipts because Max is a true OG. Him and Stacy have been telling us about the biddy back when it was 40 cents in 2010, the first international TV coverage via the Keiser report. So quoting Max again, pay attention. Bitcoin is mathematically guaranteed to go to $800,000 per coin to take out gold because it's a superior form of value and money than gold. Do you hear that, Peter Schiff? I understand you're probably vomiting right now. Someone please send Peter Schiffmeister in Puerto Rico a welfare check. Check on his well-being. We're very concerned, Peter. And also, I want to read you some quotes from Dave Ramsey, the CEO of Bitcoin Magazine, the one that actually pulled the strings to get Trump to speak at the Nashville, Tennessee event. He just recently tweeted, as Bitcoin breaks 100K and we enter price discovery mode, let me suggest that the next price target is $850,000 per Bitcoin, which would bring it to parity with gold. Do you hear that, Peter? Fundamentally, Bitcoin is worth way more than gold. And let's discuss that for a second. Why do you think all that money is flowing out of the gold ETF that's been around for 19 years, flowing right into the Bitcoin ETF? All of the outflows of the gold ETF are entering the biddy, like entering the dragon. 2024, we don't slay dragons. We're dragons that slay. So can I get 100K? All I'm saying is Bitcoin is unconfiscatable. It's un-F-wittable. You can't take it, right? It's interoperable in the sense you could move it around effortlessly, right? It's decentralized. They can never print more of it. It's the most scarce asset as far as money is concerned on the planet. There's never been a more harder asset than Bitcoin. All of your models are getting destroyed. It's going to demonetize gold, silver. It already is. It just overtook the market cap of silver the other day. We announced it live on the pod. It's about to overtake gold at 17 trillion. It's demonetizing real estate in real time. 2 years ago, the house I live in was 30 Bitcoins. Today, it's like 10 Bitcoins. In 2 more years, it'll be 2 Bitcoins. In 5 years, it'll be a quarter of a Bitcoin. In 10 years, it might be 0.001 Bitcoin to buy your millionaire mansion of your dreams. That's because Bitcoin is demonetizing everything. It's the apex predator, the matrix, the feeder. Do you understand? Try traveling with $850,000 worth of gold cross-border. They'll confiscate your gold and throw you in jail and label you a terrorist because that's how the lizard folk work. Bitcoin is a hedge against the lizard folk family. It's a hedge against the central bank digital currencies. It truly is. Quoting Dave Bailey, the past 48 hours, I have heard a steady stream of developments that I would characterize as the most bullish I have heard in my 12 years of Bitcoin. 12 years, most bullish we've ever been. New domestic and foreign buyers are coming online in a major way. 100,000, here we come. And Max alludes to this, discussing there's a Middle Eastern nation on the cusp of announcing they have been secretly accumulating, stacking the biddy, right? And he even names some of the companies that are massive, accumulating, stacking the biddy. Now for some receipts. You deserve it. $1 Million Bitcoin revisiting the 2013 prediction, the first time Keiser made the prediction that Bitcoin was going to hit $1 million per coin. Long live the high priest. Shout out to the East Afro King. I appreciate it. Here is the receipts. Let's go. Shout out Frank Rizzo. R-I-Z-Z-O, jackass. A little Jerky Boys humor for you. I grew up on the Jerky Boys. Max Keiser predicting a 1 million Bitcoin price 11 years ago. True at 200. True at 70. True at 90. True at 93. True at a hundo. Why Max Keiser is a legend? Well, he's the personal advisor to El Salvador President Bukele. And he's been a Bitcoin hodler since it was like 40 cents. You can't make this one up, folks. That's right. December 24, 2010, Max became the first mainstream journalist profiling the biddy alongside Stacey Herbert. The Bitcoin price was 30 cents. How many Bitcoin would you buy if you can get 2.5 for $1 is all I'm saying. Damn. Incredible, Max. By 2011, Max was openly discussing why Bitcoin was a threat to government currencies. The global insurrection against banker occupation. Hang the bankers. We're running out of patience. Start with Jamie Dimon. I'm sick of all his statements. You feel me? And then the infamous $1 Bitcoin. Max told Peter Schiff, the Schiffmeister himself, to buy the biddy. He didn't. And now Peter Schiff is busy with his boys in Puerto Rico at bingo night. You understand? He's at bingo night, hoping to get rich because he missed out on Bitcoin at $1. It's sad. Sorry, poor guy. Welfare check, please, somebody. In 2011, Max declared Bitcoin the biggest story of the decade. He was right, and for many decades to come. In 2012, Max told Tim Pool to buy the biddy. He's now an investor and advocate. Tim Pool, proof of work, receipts. Max, 2012. Tim, I'm telling you to buy the Bitcoin. Listen to us and you'll be rich. Me in 2012, yeah, I don't know yet. Me in 2023, damn it, I should have listened to Max. At $30, 2013, Max became the first recorded Bitcoin millionaire on the planet. Do you understand? Maybe Max is Satoshi. I don't know. But one thing I know for sure, I've never seen Max and Satoshi in the same room at the same time. I've never seen the Nippinator and Satoshi in the same room at the same time. 2014, Max gifted Russell Brand 1,000 Bitcoin for free. He lost them in a boat accident. Today, they're worth $90 million. And then the president of El Salvador gave him a Bitcoin cake on his birthday. He's a true OG, holding it down. 2022, Max offered to pay Mexico's third richest man, Ricardo Salinas, to put a Bitcoin logo on his personal jet. How many of you watched that interview? Let me know. I've shared it numerous times. Max went on stage at the Bitcoin conference and said, yeah, that was epic. I'm not effing selling. F Elon. He actually went on the F Elon tour back when Elon was fudding the biddy, believe it or not. And there you have it.